So we are back in the Horizon Palace, and in a side room of Captain Amas's I don't know what you'd even call it, guard station, and Captain Amas has invited Councillor Hevel into the room. And his last words to you were, let's see if we can't get this nasty business straightened out. He turns to the captain and, Captain, would you mind excusing us for just a moment? Of course, sir. And he steps out of the room. Councillor Hevel eyes the three of you as he kind of moves with a slow purpose, but never takes his eyes off the three of you. As he draws a chair back and takes a seat. And I think you guys had only just entered the room, really. So he gestures to a long bench that's on the other side of a table from him and invites you to be seated.
Yeah. Jeb would wait until he sat and would kind of little on guard with this fella. I know he doesn't think super highly of us, and so I think I'd have a hand on either side of my coat and kind of sit down, kind of like holding it that way, but hands within range of some bauble full of alchemical, trouble if necessary.
Ingrid would probably sit down, kind of like barely sitting down, kind of like when you tell a dog to sit down and they're like too excited, they don't want to sit.
Like
but I'm not excited. I'm just like, I'm like very anticipating something's gonna happen. So I'm gonna also set my axe in my lap, just to kind of twirl around and fidget with.
You see, she doesn't tighten; she almost relax.
Lorben, what about you?
I think Lorben knows that the councillor wouldn't be doing his own dirty work, and this is probably the safest scenario we could be in involving him. So I'm just going to sit down, just relatively relaxed, but professional, I suppose. We'll try and be the air that he's putting
relaxed.
on. He's a job for him before, so he's kind of like he's got half a rapport with the guy at this point.
And I think you
fair.
notice,
I guess of all of us, you've engaged with him the most. Yeah.
Yeah.
You notice, Lorben, that the ring that you retrieved from him the first time you went grave robbing at Temple of the Wind, it's not that many, but it's weird that it happened twice. You see that
so far
he is actually wearing that ring on his left pinky, the ring that you retrieved for him from that grave.
Pinky ring.
He looks at the three of you with a sort of half smile. He looks at Jeb and says, "It's quite all right if you'd rather not be seated. We're all still roughly at the same height." He
kind of snort at that.
He looks at the three of you.
That's good.
I think you all by now recognise the kind of phony smile that this guy likes to do, and he sort of he looks at you. It's wonderful to see the three of you again. I gather you've been busy.
in a way, it's quite a surprise to see you.
Why should it be a surprise to see me here?
I suppose I'm not familiar with your station fully. My apologies.
And I wasn't familiar with yours. Because what you've been up to is far beyond what I had anticipated of you from our previous meetings. Now, to business. I have spoken with Captain Amas, and he has explained the version of events that was presented to him. I suppose things seem a little too neat and tidy. And I guess I'm wondering how the three of you have managed to elude the eye of suspicion in relation to Professor Treline's death.
Martin, can I put my hand in my pocket and just sort of feel the amulet?
Sure. Yeah.
I will do that.
It's not giving off any heat.
Okay. Yeah.
I like that. It's fun.
That was a point, by the way, of course. You picked up a second one of those last time. I think, Lorben, you were holding on to that, weren't you? And Ingrid, you picked up the Boots of Misty Step, of course.
Yes. Yes.
Just
Misty Step out of the room right now. I don't want to be
Ingrid, out!
I'm totally going to do that at some point.
I can't imagine this is Lorben's first time on this side of an investigation, so he's kind of familiar with the nodding of like giving a non-answer or not answering a question that's not actually been asked yet kind of thing. I'm just like, yes.
Yeah, Ingrid is definitely letting like Lorben and Jeb taking the reins here and just kind of, I'm not going to say anything because if I say something wrong, like that could be bad. So
yeah, I think Jeb would also play dumb. He's not as familiar with the being deceptive. He's on,
so everyone's pretty much
more
keeping
comfortable
stern.
being like sincere and direct. So
I do think if there's any like glances between us, Lorben would probably give a kind of like, no, we're good. Like I got this. We're okay.
Yeah,
this is we're in a situation's not too bad. Like kind of
Ingrid's
right.
Lorben has dealt with this man before. It's fine.
Yeah, like I think if Jeb would do anything, is like kind of like a little sort of side that Hemel will not see, and just a wink at Lorben, and kind of just ask like, "Not entirely sure what you're implying, sir."
Well, this city has people talk to each other. It's a large city, but not so large that rumors do not spread and do not reach people's ears. I'm afraid news of Professor Treline's death will already be making the rounds out there. And inevitably people will be asking questions about how this has occurred. And I hope you'll forgive me for saying that your reputation in the city, well, not necessarily negative. I suppose the kindest way I can put it is incidents do seem to follow you.
I would like to present it that we are following the incidents, just as a kind of an argument for that. We didn't cause the situation that was happening to him. We happened to be there as it occurred. We were lucky enough to be there to apprehend initially the fake nursing staff of the professor. Without that, the significantly more damage may have been done by this without anyone knowing.
That's right.
Well, we've been here before, of course. So I tell you what we'll do. He casts Zone of Truth.
Which saves, I assume?
Yeah, what kind of save is that?
That is a wisdom, I believe. Let me just double check that.
I believe you're correct.
That sounds right.
What I will say is,
I'm not in Foundry.
You can choose to fail it if you wish. You obviously.
My answer depends entirely on this. Would he know that we've tried to resist it?
Yes. Sorry, it's a charisma save. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw is the wording. So
I see.
So if you try to resist it and fail, they would know that.
much as I want to roll, I think Ingrid would be like, whatever.
So Ingrid's going to willingly fail the save.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Did we settle on whether the caster's affected by it as well?
Oh, that's a good question.
Uh,
I don't think I've ever thought of that.
I don't know if we did. I think it may well affect them, but he's going to cast it in such a way that he's outside of it.
Okay. Just for what it's worth, it does self-affect.
Yeah, that sounds right because it's within the radius.
Yeah, it's like an area thing, right? Yeah. I'm going to. Oh, sorry, Jeb. It was a charisma. Oh, you're muted.
Muted.
Off too hard, and he's muted. But he's still yapping.
Mm-hmm. They heard us. Oh,
I was muted. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, no, we know.
I was just saying, like, that I think that even whether I win or lose, I think Jeb feels like he's got nothing to hide. So
Fine.
yeah.
Cast it all you want, brother.
I feel like Lorben's going to try and make the save because it feels like part of the game. This guy just kind of plays.
Now that you
yeah.
guys are doing it, I want to do it. Fine, I'm gonna
Do it. All the cool kids are doing it.
Oh, I was so close to 20. That's still a good roll.
Okay, that's fine.
So it's 2 fails and a successful Lorben, which I think is exactly what happened last time, if memory serves.
That sounds right.
It's a charisma save.
I don't have any of that.
So he casts Zone of Truth, and he now knows that Jeb and Ingrid are under the effect of Zone of Truth, and he smiles to himself and just looks at Ingrid. Did you or either of your 2 companions here kill Professor Trelaine?
No.
No, sir.
Who did kill Professor Trelaine?
Okay, out of table, or above table, whatever. We didn't learn his name, did we?
No, we never got his name
No.
in game.
I guess the best answer you could give is a description of him to your understanding, if you were looking to give a truthful answer.
I could just say I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that is a truthful answer,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not giving them details.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's almost like the remission, but not quite.
Right. Well, and he, I mean, you know, we can't lie, so he knows. So yeah,
Yeah.
Jeb would just say, like, we never learned his identity.
I hope you understand. Professor Trelaine was a beloved, venerated member of our city. An elf of extremely high esteem. I am simply trying to ascertain the truth regarding the circumstances of his death. If there is more that you can tell me about the circumstances while under the zone of truth, it would be unbelievably helpful to your case. Because at the moment, I'm afraid the facts surrounding the case are extremely vague and extremely subject to your version of events.
Could I roll an insight to just kind of see how earnest
Please.
his
I was just
wording
thinking
for
that.
trying to get an answer
Yeah,
is?
I'm curious too. Like, if that's all right.
Is he really trying to like nail us with something, or is
Yeah,
he like
does it feel like his
genuinely?
intentions matching, you know?
Yeah.
You can all-
Doesn't
you can all give-
seem to be, but
You can all give me insight. Oh,
Oh.
Jebediah.
Hold on. Oh, I have like a +0. This is gonna go great.
And I had a -1.
I like
no, yours
getting
was less.
full names there. That was good. Jebediah.
Well, it's not the full name,
You're
is
in
it?
trouble.
Yeah.
You're so in trouble.
Fifth name.
Caldwell, Jebediah, Bilious,
Yeah,
Persephone,
Bilious,
Corinne.
Persephone, Corinne.
Lorben and Ingrid, I don't feel like either of you have a strong feeling about this either way. You're sort of probing with your eyes, trying to understand. You obviously know this guy from your previous interactions, and they have been, if not quite hostile, then certainly not quite friendly either. And they've been very much mercenary in nature, really. They've been
Top vibes.
It's been very much like, what's his angle? He's running some kind of game on you, you know. Jeb, I think you see, as he speaks, or actually you hear, the slightest quiver in his voice when he mentions Professor Trelaine. And he looks genuinely agitated that he doesn't understand more about the circumstances of this guy's death.
Kind of look at kind of Ingrid and Lorben. With a look that's kind of like maybe we can trust this person. Or at least Jeb feels that way, especially with this. And yeah, I'll lean forward and say like, you know, I cared a great deal for him as well. And it's very clear to me that he meant a lot to you. It was cultist adherent to the Stellar Eminence. From what we've understood, a splinter faction of followers of Asmonos who destroyed Oakenford and were using the dearly departed professor as a vessel of a ritual that would also destroy this city.
The whole time you've been talking, Councillor Hevel has been sort of leaning forward, intently listening to what you're saying. He then sinks back in his chair, leans back like...
Yeah, it's a lot.
And he raises his hand, and you feel the zone of truth be withdrawn.
Okay.
And he nods. I see that is the way of it.
It has been since we got here. We needed answers. And we were seeking Trelaine. And I'm sorry that he's tangled up in this and he's lost his life for it. But zone of truth or not, that's why we're here.
Rumours regarding the Stellar Eminence have been circulating for some weeks. And since your interaction with the Order of Gorillion recently have only begun to intensify. I had no idea that they were as capable as this. I know of them, of course.
Can you tell us what you know about them?
I strongly doubt that I could tell you anything about them that Professor Trelaine was not able to.
I understand.
Why are they doing this? What do they want?
We don't know. All I know is, or all I suspect, I reckon, is something that, along with what has happened at Oakenford, where it seems that a center of commerce and its lesser population, perhaps, was decimated. Now, this could be coincidence, but it seems mighty strange that what was left behind in Oakenford were the manors and the estates and the hoi polloi. I think they might be trying to subjugate and bring under their own reign the cities and towns and populace of Playdean.
But the next target is Valarian.
That's right. Now, we don't know where in Valarian, but it seems to me a city like Valarian, and I apologize, Lorben, that's just to say that seems a city like Valarian would stand against them. It might be a place that they know they need to negate, let's say, to carry on what they're trying to do.
Lorben, go ahead.
If the site of the ritual has any impact, it would presumably be targeting the upper city. The palace, essentially.
And why do you say that?
Well, I'm assuming it's hard to pin down the exact location, but where we went down, where the killing of the professor was done, was under the sewers, I believe under the grounds of the palace, seeing as we were able to then take the river out from underneath the palace area. I don't know enough to say that those two things are directly linked or if they're in any way actually impactful to each other, but if they are, that's where it would be.
You see Councillor Hevel just taking it all in. He kind of shakes his head to himself. He says, "The city is really only getting back on its feet after the refugees from Elisandia came here following the war. If they have to end up evacuating a home for a second time in a quarter of a century or so, I have no idea where we'd even go."
Then let's stop it.
What are you planning to do next?
We know where the next stage of the ritual will proceed, so we must go there. It has to be stopped.
And that is?
Gonna look at Jab and Ingrid and just kind of...
Yeah, I'm gonna nod. Yeah.
Darius.
Yep.
They've taken up stronghold in the ruins.
Then they certainly are stronger than I had anticipated.
What? Our contest with the Order of Guerrillion was to attempt to not only ask their assistance, but to be able to command. And, well, that went the way it went. But we know that they've been deployed to another city. I'm struggling to remember, Martin. Above
Little
table.
Tassalis.
They've gone to Little Tassalis.
Thank you. Okay, yeah. So we know they're in Little Tassalis, and
Which, thankfully, is on the way to Darius.
that's right.
He
Potentially.
he nods and sort of... He looks at Lorben and goes, "I know that our previous meetings I've perhaps given an impression. I like to do favors. I like to know information. I like to wield it against my enemies. But I love this city." He says, "When we first met, I thought there was something about the three of you, you know. But to even stand toe to toe with the Order of Gorillion is impressive, and the things that you have seen, the things that you have achieved since then. Just a moment. He rises from his seat, and the door that he came in through at the back of the room, he kind of briefly disappears through there again. And perhaps 20 to 30 seconds later, he re-emerges and is carrying with him a map that he places out on the table. He says, you will have my full support.
Map.
Oh,
in this
that was
matter.
incredible. Lorwyn loves this shit.
We love cartography, don't we, folks?
He says, I must ask,
Yeah, there's a chord.
you're probably aware that Darius is nigh impenetrable. How exactly are you intending to reach it?
Could you possibly expand on quite how impenetrable it may be?
The
Mine-
Veil Fort, right?
Yes, I'm not intimately familiar with the details of what the Veil Fort is.
Right.
Traditionally, the road into Darius came from here, the north. Oh, this is great. I can tap the map like I'm him.
West.
He
That
says,
was like the
Good
cost of
man.
entry on its own.
he says, but following the events of the war and the destruction of Darius, the Veil Fort was constructed in order to prevent people from accessing it accidentally or otherwise. Truth be told, so few people express a desire to travel there that I have never really considered exactly what it is that you would encounter there. But
Who
Veil-
maintains control of the Veil Fort?
why the Senate? The Senate of Elisandia, or Ninespire as it is now. I'm afraid we have
And-
very little influence over it.
And what is... I'm aware of what happened to Darius, but what is it that they're really protecting? What is it that they're stopping people from going and seeing? Because my understanding is that it would simply be a barren, destroyed town. But if it needs a fort to pen it in, what is actually there?
I believe immediately following the war, the assumption was that it was merely a barren, destroyed city. I'm afraid we don't know a great deal more than that, because the parties that we sent in to find out were never returned. People say that it's haunted. I have honestly no idea. I rarely leave the city.
And the Veil Fort, to your understanding, would be the only way to access the city.
He just gestures at the map. He says, "You could perhaps try to make your way through the charcoal hills. I can't imagine for a moment those would be any less treacherous than the Veil Fort."
Martin, could Jeb do a nature or something that would maybe see if he has any knowledge of like this area? Either whether like say like
please.
it might be accessible via the river south of the ruins, or like how how navigable are the Charcoal Hills? Like just that kind
I
of
would
information.
love a nature check from Jeb, a well-traveled man who has walked
Indeed.
the high roads and the low roads of
Well, butts.
Playdean for
Just
some time.
before that one resolves, is the doubling up of the Weeping Fields intentional? Is there two sets of Weeping Fields?
There are two sets of Weeping Fields.
Okay.
Or rather, they are sort of considered all to be one, and the Vale Fort is built in the middle of it.
Okay, I understand.
I think, Lorben, no role required. You would know from your service history that really what that's marking is two major battles that were then kind of combined into one in history terms. But both of them very devastating battles, perhaps one of which Lorben even fought in. A 12. I think probably all you would know is that the Darius is a city that was built on a cliffside. Therefore, approaching it from the river may be possible, but would certainly involve a cliff climb. You'd have to ascend a cliff afterwards to reach the actual city. The Charcoal Hills are known for being quite difficult to pass through. That's probably as much as you know about this area.
Seems as though our hands may be tied.
If you want to go through the hills, go through the fucking hills. This is a very strongly an opportunity for you guys to discuss and strategize and tell me which way you want to go.
Yeah.
How many people would we need to get up a cliff?
All of a cliff.
Because we don't have an army. It's our beck and call. We're not marching on Darius. We're essentially a splinter cell group of like a very small number. Getting up a cliff would be plausible.
Yeah. Now, if we can muster the Order of Gorillion, they could perhaps storm the Vale Fort, and we could approach from behind, and maybe the 3 or 4 of us, if we got Penny, could scale the cliffs there.
I'm going to address this question at the council. If they stormed the Vale Fort, would that be an act of war? What's the political ramifications of us marching on the Vale Fort with a knightly order of Valerian?
He looks quite amused by the question. He he sort of laughs to himself and is like, I knew I liked you. He says, certainly yes. If we were to, if a force, the Order of Gorillion are certainly known to the controlling powers of the Senate. He says it would certainly be taken as an act of open aggression if we were to storm the Vale Fort. And then he looks with a little twinkle in his eye and goes, if there were witnesses, of course.
I knew I liked you, Counselor, as well.
These two, not so different, you and I.
I say what, that pinky could use another ring. So...
Okay, I have a
I'll get my
question that
shovel.
is not usually in Ingrid's thought process when it comes to things like this. But can we not just go to the Vale Fort and speak to the people who are, like, in charge of it? Would they not at all let us pass? Like, could we have a conversation? Or is that not... Are they just going to find us on site?
It
I
could
wonder.
work. I'd be concerned of how infiltrated they are. If enough people are able to access Darius, presumably through the Vale Forts, if that is their means. I don't know if they have other methods. We don't really have anyone captured that we could ask.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I wonder
It
if
doesn't hurt to try.
Hevel looks at
there's a way to pass.
Ingrid and kind of like sort of observes the massive axe at your side. It's like
That's why I said it that way.
he's like
Listen, I don't. This is usually my form of diplomacy, but you know.
He says, you really are full of surprises, the three of you, aren't you?
You have to admit,
be
it's much
mighty
easier to get
resourceful.
reason from someone if you're holding an axe.
I can't
That's
disagree
day one.
there. Though he goes, I can't disagree. Though he kind of flickers a little firebolt into his hand, and then gets rid of it again. He goes, I've taken a different path. He says, I really have no counsel for you, I'm afraid, on the best way to approach the city. I don't know enough about the region. Could you go and speak to the masters of the Vale Fort? You could. I'm not sure I think conversation would allow you to bypass it.
Fair enough.
Perhaps your other form of diplomacy would be called upon after all.
I'm always ready for that.
He says,
Do you...
Sorry, go ahead.
Please. No.
He says, perhaps there is some... He says, I offer you my full support as to the extent that I am able to give it. And to that end, my question is, are you proceeding on foot?
Do you have other means?
Do you know there are 2 horses that were recently returned to me?
Is that right?
They had been
It's crazy.
misplaced by my son. And I thought perhaps I could offer you the use of those.
Very generous.
It's lost is our game.
Um,
Desperately trying to remember what I called that horse. I'll have written it down.
it's Kayen and Frank, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I knew it was
Yeah.
some one-syllable name, but there's a lot of those.
There was a
Right.
spice.
I had
Spice
Bill in my head,
involved.
but that felt wrong.
That's Lord of the Rings.
That's fine.
Come, Frank.
so
Show
he-
us the meaning of haste.
So Shadow Frank.
That's the original
Shadow
one.
Frank.
No, but Shadow
Only
Frank
real.
sounds like a really sick, like, underground currency from like a noir film.
Frank with the C.
Man, I knew Shadow Frank in high school. That guy was crazy.
Frank.
So he offers you the use of a reuniting with these 2 horses.
Hell yeah.
But, I mean, it depends. Obviously, you guys were talking about perhaps going via the river. So I think, really, you guys need to... And you don't necessarily have to do it right this second, but you're going to need to make a decision about whether you're going to travel the road, go through the hills, go to the river, you know.
Yeah. I think
Well,
I might, while we have the opportunity to ask him as well, I'm just like, do you have any contacts or anyone else that may also be interested in aiding us in this? Because this is, I mean, we're talking about the possibility of saving the city and avoiding evacuation and mass destruction. I know obviously you're not going to be able to go and convince the king that he needs to do whatever needs to be done, but is there anyone else that you may be able to help convince?
I am a counselor to Duke Leadenhall. I will see what I can do, but don't wait for me. These things, I'm afraid, even in emergency situations, can take time.
If there's anything we can do to grease the wheels, as it were, then do reach out.
Would
you said that you
know?
were... Go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. I was gonna just ask if he would know what the Order of Gerillion is actually doing in Little Tastalis. I think we were told that there was some kind of dispute that they were addressing, but they were pretty vague on like what exactly was happening there.
I'm afraid I have no idea. The excursions and deployments of the Order of Gerillion are outside of my area of knowledge, I'm afraid. However, obviously, they are formidable allies. If they will agree to go with you, I can only see that would help.
I think if we can reach them, they would be a huge help for us. I wonder what we'd be wading into going after him.
He nods and says, "Time, I believe, is of the essence here. I think you should take my horses. I think you should, if you can, try and find assistance from the Order or from anyone. I will speak with the Duke today. And if I can send support, I will do so."
Be great.
He says, "And on behalf of the city, which I love, I thank you for your bravery and your service. It shan't be forgotten."
We're grateful for your help, sir. Thank you.
Is there anything else that any of you guys want to ask the councillor or speak with him about?
I think Jeb is satisfied. Trying to think if there is anything else.
The Duke introduced a survivor of the ruins of Darius on the... forgotten the name of it, actually.
Observance Day.
Observance Day. That's right.
On Observance Day.
Siltrin.
Yes, I remember.
Siltrin. Do you know if he would still be in the company of the Duke or anything of that nature?
Oh, I can't imagine so. I'm afraid to say I think that was, as much as anything, a bit of public relations, if I'm completely frank with you.
I understand. I think his relation to the ruins of Darius are obvious, so thought it would be interesting to know if he was maybe known to still be in the city.
I mean, I can certainly try and find out if you would like, but
yes, maybe if possible.
Very well. But how will I get word to you? You'll be in Little Tassilis?
If we've not left yet, then if we're not in the inn, then we'll have left.
All right.
So be it.
Any news that I have, I will send a falcon to Little Tassilis. There may be news awaiting you there if you're going that way.
Thank you.
We'll keep an eye out for it.
guy wouldn't have any. This is above the table. This guy wouldn't have any like influence on like people getting sent to Kellinor, like my apprentices, right? Because I just remembered that was the thing that's happening.
I fear not. The
I can think
you know
so.
That'd be more of a Senate.
the
thing,
Senate
right?
the Senate is the major
Yeah.
power, and
Yeah.
Valarian sits completely outside of that jurisdiction. Valarian is essentially a city-state itself now,
Okay.
following the war.
That's kind of what I thought. I was just remembering that was a thing that I needed to keep tabs on. Cool. That's all I got.
Where to, team?
Do you need to grab some horses and ride for little Tassilus?
I think
But
so.
are we leaving straight away, or is there anything
We
else
gotta
we
find
need to do?
Penny.
Well, yeah.
Penny was
was
due to meet
waiting
you.
for us at
He was waiting for you at the East Gate. That's what you said.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We've already like done our like prep. We shopped a little bit, right? We did that. If we needed things,
Let me
like
check if I've got any healing
rations and-
potions, because that's going to tell me
Oh,
what
yeah.
we did or didn't.
I feel like I remember
I have
doing
one,
something.
so I'm going to say we did.
Let me look at my.
It's not a great
backpack.
amount, but I think it was about as much as we could have got at the time.
Yeah, I've got one as well.
Same. Yeah, I have an potion of healing.
Um,
And since we're in prep mode, I'm going to. When was the last time we had a long rest? I mean, we were rested. Like we're back to full health and all.
you're at
right?
full health now, yeah. Just
Yeah,
before
yeah.
you,
Okay.
just before you leave the councillor. Sorry, I know I kind of moved things along there. He stands
As
and
he's leaving the
bows.
door. Oh, one more thing.
Yeah, my wife loves you.
Just one more thing. One more thing.
He stands and bows to the three of you, and kind of walks to the door and sort of and kind of like gestures for the three of you, like holds the door open for the three of you to leave. He wishes you luck. Jeb, as you're walking out last, he just gently rests a hand on your shoulder. And he just gives you looks at your eyes with a bit of an intensity and gestures you back into the room on your own.
Okay. I'll step back in.
He
We
just
noticed
pushes the door, not closed, and he puts a finger to his lips and then reaches into his pocket and pulls out he says you're a botanist of sorts, is that correct?
I dabble.
He withdraws from within his robe the most gorgeous flower that you've ever seen. It's like the texture of it looks like silk, and has this incredible blend of yellow and purple in its colours that looks almost iridescent. He says, "Show this to nobody within the city." He hands it over to you and says, "Show this to nobody within the city. I do not fully understand its properties, but the rumour was that the flowers of the Kingsglade could be used to fully understand others."
Oh my. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna reach into one of my pouches, and I have like kind of like a little clasp case, where it won't crush it or destroy it. And I'll take it and like delicately like close it into that, so it'll be and like kind of tuck it back safely.
Does anyone
And,
remember?
just nod. I know like this is a major thing for him to do and to give me. So yeah.
Does anyone remember if we named those flowers? Something in the back of my mind is telling me that we did, but I could not find for the life of me the name of the flower.
Remember.
Otherwise, if no one can remember it, Jeb, name the flower.
Oh my god.
Right now.
or anyone name the flower. This is, of course, one of the sacred flowers that is forbidden on pain of death to pick from the, to obtain it, you'd have to walk in the Kingsglade, which is, strictly forbidden.
I mean, we've got this guy dead to rights. Like, we could burn this man to the ground if we needed
Do it.
to.
We're gonna
That's
call
what-
it. So this is a bit of. I'm aping this a bit from Lord of the Rings, but we're gonna call it Crown's foil.
Crown's Foil. No problem.
That's good then.
That's going to be a
Everything in my brain
colloquial
was
name. It will have an elvish name as well.
Yeah.
I was like, be cute, name it after Jen. Be cute, name it after Jen. But then I was like, they already know the name of the flower, so that wouldn't make sense.
No, but
Right,
they named
yeah.
Jen after the flower.
It's
right,
a
yeah.
it's a Taviel.
yes.
Bloom is called a Taviel.
It's a Taviel. That's what it
Hey, there we
is.
go. All right, we did it.
It's a Taviel.
Storytelling.
A
Cuteness
Taviel
maintained.
flower.
Across like a Dark Souls font.
I need that.
The only Dark Souls one I know is You Died, so I don't know
Yeah,
if
that's the one.
same as that.
That's the
Okay.
one.
There's
If
gotta
you're
be
good
like
at the
a
game,
maker.
sometimes you'll see you defeated as well. No.
Oh no.
So a Taviel flower that's colloquial name is Crown's Foil. Love it. Incredible stuff. So yeah, he gives that to you, and then hurriedly kind of ushers you out the door. He doesn't want to arouse any suspicion.
All right.
So where to next, team? Was it
We need to go talk to Penny. Yes.
so
I
the
wanted to do something
Yeah?
before we set out. And this can happen over the course of what we need to do, but I'm gonna roll a d6, and I'm going to create an experimental elixir. And it is going to be an elixir of swiftness. So speed increases 10 feet for 1 hour, and I'll kind of just offer it to Ingrid or Lorben, like just to keep in their inventory.
Potion of swiftness.
Gesture
you
that it
said?
might be better for Ingrid.
I have one. You did give me one. A little bit
did?
before, and
All right, well,
I haven't
Lorben,
used it
here.
yet.
If either of
I'll
y'all,
use Lorben.
What did you
I,
call
mean, I would
it
take
again,
another one, but
it's an
Potion of
elixir of
swiftness?
swiftness.
Elixir of Swiftness.
Nice. There are there's one more thing you can do for me, Jeb, actually, which is to give me a Constitution save.
Oh, of course. Let me look at my con here. What's going on with my sheet here? I'm sorry.
What's the console for?
What's he got to do a con save for? I don't know. Phil doesn't seem worried.
so weird.
I'm a little concerned. I'm also trying to find on my sheet, like, I'm in my... Hang on. I'm sorry. Okay. Here we go.
The Chad's got a chronic illness, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Not great. Pretty bad.
Jeb, you as you're exiting this place, you just feel this feeling of feeling slightly on edge, and you can't help but shake the feeling that doing a bit of Digo would help. Would help alleviate this mild feeling of being on edge that you're having.
Just think how much better you'd sleep with the Digo, Chad.
Oh, here's how we'll do this then, Martin. I'm gonna, so if we can retcon just a little bit.
Sure.
So I'll get to feeling this way and be like, might be kind of nice right now. I'm gonna say, hey, y'all, I need to step away for a moment. I'm gonna do a little bit of alchemy real quick. And so like I will step away to do the Digo, and to rewrite that when I come back, I will have made that potion. And give
Very
it to
cool.
you too.
So, I mean, you guys are...
the right words in the back.
Go to my fucking drug den.
Excused himself to go synthesize drugs in public.
You guys,
Where
where
are you going to do
are
this?
you going to do
Also-
this? I agree.
In the senator's office. or
He's
the
got a teaspoon
counselor.
and he's got a torch.
Just in a back.
Yeah, I think I'll go back to
alley.
the inn.
Okay, so let's do a couple of things. Number one, there are two horses waiting for you there, and it is, of course, Frank and KN are there waiting at the inn. So perhaps Lorben and Ingrid, you guys are perhaps getting the horses ready and reacquainting yourselves with them.
I'm like limbering up. I'm doing like squats to try and get my legs ready for it.
I'm so excited to see Kyan.
Frank looks a little apprehensive about Lorben riding him again.
I think Frank looks apprehensive.
And while you're doing that, Jeb goes back into the room.
Getting fixed. I've never used it in daytime. Like, what is that experience like?
Oh.
The experience is very similar, and in fact, what almost happens is In fact, it's a bit more surreal in a way because you're not looking up at a starscape. You're looking up at a bright day, but nevertheless, the stars appear to you.
That's tripping.
They're almost they appear almost as in like a negative of a photograph, you know, like so the stars appear black to you now, on the like dappled on this bright daytime sky.
Shit, I love that.
You any feelings of you know, feeling agitated or on edge are gone altogether while you're in this moment of seeing the sky. As you're looking up at the starscape, you hear a voice on the wind that is like, Jeb, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Who is this?
Have you forgotten me already?
I'm looking around.
I suppose
like-
it's been it's been many years now, I know. Give me intelligence. Give me intelligence roll with a give me intelligence with disadvantage.
Where did we say that
Freaking
Jeb was
out,
during
man.
this?
Where did we say
went back
what?
to the
He's in
inn.
the,
I'm by
in the-
myself.
He's
I'm
in the inn.
alone.
Okay, cool.
Oh no, another real bad roll. Okay.
Oh no.
Your silence speaks volumes, and the voice just chuckles and says, "Jeb, it's." I never thought we'd have the opportunity to speak again, Jeb. It's Achak.
Jack.
Achak Daygale.
Hey, Jack.
She-
Jack. Daygale. Oh my word.
I know that it's been a long time, Jeb, but I've been watching you. And I just wanted to say, Jeb, that I'm so proud of you. What's lying ahead in your future will be a good deal harder than blowing up some bugbears, but you've always proven to me throughout your life that when you want something enough, you're more than capable of achieving it. I sense this will be your last great adventure, Jeb. Be sure to take the time and enjoy it as well.
I'll make you proud.
Goodbye, Jeb. Good luck. The voice fades.
Bye, Jack.
And as you come out of the influence of the Digo, the black starscape disappears, and you're back in the room. You have successfully soothed your craving for now. How much Digo did Egeron give you again?
It wasn't a lot.
It wasn't a lot.
No, and I've been using it pretty sparingly. You know, like I think I determined that like a drop is very strong, and this is only the third time I've used it. So I think as I'm coming out of it, I'm just like, there will be like I'll wipe a tear because it's just like that was a shocking thing to experience and hear, and miss my dearly departed friend. But I'll kind of take a breath and collect myself and really quickly do the potion because it takes me no time at all.
Yeah.
I've been gone for quite a while, and they're like, "Who the fuck is he?"
Okay, did you tell us like you had to go do some Digo about this, or did you like just say, "Oh, I'm gonna go like pack up"? Like,
No,
did you tell?
I told
have
you
you
all
been
that
telling
I needed
us?
I think I
that
told
you've
you all
been
that I
doing
needed
this?
to like pack up and perform some alchemy before we leave, which was like kind of a cover
Is it
for
like a
myself,
like-
basically.
Like, do we know that you've been doing this, or is this a secret?
I don't think he's told us.
I
I've
don't
told
think
you,
so.
yeah, but
Have you? Okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that Jeb would feel like some kind of deep concern that he's maybe becoming addicted to this substance.
Yes. You've got it
So I
to
think-
like an almost mythical substance that you spent
Yeah.
like a significant amount of time finding. That's not
Yeah.
a good one to get addicted to.
No.
There's not
See,
a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
look
it.
at what's I'm gonna look at what's left and be like, I can't put this in nothing. It's like, this is gonna be a problem.
Oh dear. Right.
Yeah.
I need
I'd
a
have to
wee.
give this to
The
Lorben or
sales will go
something.
through the roof.
Give it to
Um,
Rodney.
Oh God.
Ah, Rodney, my
just
sweet.
chokes the whole thing.
I must answer
We'd
a
find
call.
Rodney and he'd have like those wide kitten eyes who just
Yeah.
staring off into nothing.
Right, I need a wee. Go away. I'm going to put you on BRB for a second while I have a wee. So I'll be just a couple of minutes.
Perfect.
Good. So, folks, Jeb has done some drugs. Ingrid and Lorben are sorting out the horses. Was there anything you wanted to do before going to meet Penny at the East Gate?
I think got everything. Ready?
I think that is like. I don't think I've left it. I'll be really annoyed if I've left anything hanging, but I think I've tied up all my loose ends.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Here's hoping. Believe me, if you've left any ends loose, I'll find a way for them to come back and find you. Don't worry.
Don't you dare leave any loose ends around this guy.
Catastrophe.
Don't like the wording of how I said that, but we'll move on.
So, to the East Gate then. The three of you, the usual arrangement, I believe, was that Lorben rode Frank and Ingrid and Jeb rode Cayen together.
I think so.
That's
right.
Does Penny have his own horse, or does Penny?
Penny does have his own horse,
Okay.
which he introduces this beautiful silvery grey steed, which he introduces to you as a Swiftblade. So, as he sees you coming, he smiles and is like, "What are you laughing at?"
I'm laughing at fucking Phil typing into chat. That's when we find out that Penny is a centaur.
It's dumbass.
This is like Percy Jackson. He's just gonna stand up.
I've
out the
brought
wheelchair
my
and be a
own.
fucking centaur all of a sudden. Like,
Turns out you never ever looked below this guy's waist or behind him.
That's impressive to me since I've worked with them.
It's never come up
it's
before.
like the next level of never asking the NPC what their name is. It's like never
Yeah.
asking if they're a centaur or not.
Yeah. Are you a centaur? You have to tell me the rules.
You legally have to.
It's in the
tell me if you're a
Constitution.
centaur.
Legally have to tell me. That's right.
Um, so as you're riding through the Dawn Valley, you see Penny there sitting atop this steed, and as you draw near, he hello darlings. You see that he's wearing that gleaming armor that he retrieved last time. Says, hope we're all ready for some certain death.
Ready as we'll ever be.
Think so.
Very good then. He obviously you told him last time out that the intention was for you to go to Darius. He says, which way are we going?
We'll be stopping through Little Tassless on the way. Through the East
Very
Road.
good. Then.
We'll take the east road.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So, the four of you set out on the road. This is, you've been in Valarian for, as we discussed earlier, several weeks, and set out on the road towards Darius. What do you think the conversation is on the road? Just imagining the four of you just like walking along on the horses, or what speed are we taking actually?
Maybe a canter at most.
A canter.
Like, it's quite a way, isn't it?
Yeah, we can't be burning
Yeah,
the
we're in
horses too hard here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not quite a leisurely stroll. I feel like that would be disrespectful of what we're trying to accomplish.
Right. Not like an outward sprint, but
Yeah. Just like a little...
we're going
Nice.
at a normal pace.
What's
Normal fast, I don't know.
what's the conversation like on the road? What are you guys thinking about? What's kind of on everybody's mind?
I think Ingrid is like really happy to be out in like just out of the city. So she's just like, yeah, finally. Back on the road.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah, probably
worrying
same for
about
Jeb.
certain death.
Yeah, like Jeb has been, he's not necessarily nomadic, but he is very used to like kind of doing a round, like he's not typically staying that far away from home for that long. Like he's used to having a trip back to the holler more often than that. So I think there's a little bit of homesickness, but also there's kind of the thrill of being back on the open road again. And he's thinking about what Achek said, where he's like, do your best to enjoy the journey. And so he's feeling that. But also a little concerned about what they might encounter in Little Tassalis.
One,
For Lorben,
yeah, go ahead. Sorry, mate.
I was gonna say, I feel like for Lorben, there's kind of like a weird underpinning where he's starting to realize that he actually quite liked the illusion of settling down in a city for once and kind of like being in a single place for a longer period of time. But he's kind of like, I kind of want to go back now. That kind of feeling.
One very small bit of business just before you leave Valarian in the dust as you're traversing the East Bridge that heads onto the Road of the Dawn. By the way, I'm quite happy that you were offered the map to take with you by Councillor Hevel as well, so you can refer back to this if you would like. This covers the region of North Pleiadian. As you set out on the East Bridge, Jeb, you spot two rats at the side of the road.
Rats or rat folk?
Rats.
Friends.
Okay.
Little rats.
Jeb's a rat god. Oh no.
you can just hear them squeaking at the side of the road, but they do seem to be kind of watching you as you go past on a horse. And you can just see
You
these
give me
two.
10 minutes, I'll know what they're saying. If they start following us, I'm gonna like ritually cast Speak with Animals, so I can hear what they're saying.
We got 10 minutes to spare on some rats.
Yeah, because we're riding together, right? So we could at least like slow to as we see them. Yeah.
You do see that as you walk past, they now begin to kind of like run alongside the legs of KN.
Got pets. We've got
And
pets.
you can just hear them just
What if we had a
squeaking,
rat army?
just squeaking as they go.
What if we
I think-
overwhelmed the Veilfolk with a rat army?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's what's
That
up.
would be great. I think I will do the Speak with Animals thing while we're riding. If they're gonna,
Yeah.
like,
So so you're going to carry on walking. These two rats are following along. after 10 minutes, it's like you get almost like a radio tuning in, you know, and you just hear them mid song, and they're singing a song in celebration of Jeb, and like there he goes, the mighty king, and that's why we sing. It's like,
amazing.
Hail King, off he rides on a horse with his servant driving him, and
Ingrid going, hey.
Damn it! I'm the one that gave you the rations.
The moment you say something out loud, Ingrid, they're like, "Oh, she's paying attention finally. Hello."
Hey, hello. Thanks for the beautiful song.
Oh, you're so welcome. Where are you going with our king?
Oh, we're on a great mission. A new, Jeff, should I tell him? In not rat folk. Not rat folk. In rat. I don't know the language.
Just rat.
Just tell him a valiant quest, and I'm gonna I'm only
Very
picking
valiant.
up like what I understand from what you're saying.
Yeah.
And so I will also just say like, yes, beautiful song, and I'm gonna like reach into a little pouch and kind of scatter some of my rations for them again, like just like one bit that I can kind of crumble up and put on the ground for them.
Immediately from a load of little pockets in the bridge wall, you see
Yes!
like 40 more rats like go fucking skittering onto the bridge and just like start waving. They don't immediately eat the rations. They pick up like morsels and like dance around holding them, and then start to dance in a circle. Penny is like, I'm sorry.
By rats.
Penny looks down at all this.
The horse like talking to them.
Penny's like, what the fuck?
Penny is like, I hate to be, a questioning Quillas, but what in the fuck is going on here, darling?
Okay, as I'm
that's a
like
reasonable
hanging off
response.
the side of the horse, kind of to like talk to these rats, I kind of look up and I say, "Oh, don't worry, he's like a rat king now."
You're
Kind of
the
a rodent deity.
you're the king of the rats.
More of a demigod sort of thing, but yeah, I think so.
They're singing
He's
a
not
song
king
to like
of the
worship
rats.
him.
He is a rat king. We don't know how many rat kings there are.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that these rats are dancing in a circle in celebration of you, their king?
Yeah, and I'll
Yes.
I'll sing
It
the
does
song
seem
that
to
they're singing.
appear that, yes.
I'll try to get them to sing the song again.
Oh, they absolutely. Now it's this
I'll start
fucking deafening chorus of like 45 rats. He goes, hail the king. That is why we sing. He's off.
I'll look up at Penny and be like, "This is so."
to the
I can't hear any of this. It's all just squeaking. So I'm
yeah,
just kind of, like,
to the
bouncing and
non-speak with
clapping in
animals
my
ear,
seat.
this is just a cacophonous noise of rats.
Yeah, it's just
It's
squeaking.
weirdly
Like
instinct
tail.
more than rats usually are.
Yeah. Penny's just like, Penny's like, well, you certainly know how to make friends in very strange places.
Oh, Penny,
one
do
of
you
my
want to
best
be
works.
Imp later?
Do I want to?
Meet Imp. He's
Are you
terrible.
regretting coming on this journey with us, Penny?
What in the
So
fuck is
sorry.
going on? He goes.
Oh man.
He goes. So you're telling me that the
D&D.
and in your role, Jeb, as a rat god or similar, what are the benefits of that?
We escaped a grave once.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
this is. I'm
overwhelm
sorry. I'm so
people.
sorry. I was like, I thought this was Martin asking me to like come up with it on the fly. I was
Nope.
like, no,
Oh.
this is Penny.
That's Penny.
Please tell
Yeah,
me what
well,
your
They have
games
offered
are
great
as
assistance
king.
to us, and yeah. And apparently they erect statues.
Yeah,
here and
there's a
there.
statue.
You see Penny thinking this
in
over,
exchange for food.
and then Penny
Turns
It's
around
like,
and goes back.
hmm. hold on a moment. He pulls up on the reins on Swiftblade and dismounts. As he dismounts, his feet land on the ground, and the rats are all a bit like, "Oh, what's he doing?"
It's okay. It's okay.
I'll dismount as well, and I will approach Penny and kind of shake his hand and look at them like,
Yeah.
you know, he's good. He's good. He's a friend. Yeah.
Friend.
Yeah. Penny, friend.
You see that Penny goes to they've got like saddlebags on the side of Swiftblade, and you see that he begins rummaging in one of the pouches, and he pulls out a couple of these little contraptions. They're metallic, small, about the size of like an iPod Shuffle. So very small, little, and he takes one. He puts most of whatever he's gathered up in his hands back in the bag and just holds onto one of these contraptions. He walks towards the rats and kneels down and holds it out to them and holds down a button on top of it. He says, "Speak, friends," and looks up.
I'll translate.
Yeah, he looks up at Ingrid like, "Can you tell them, darling, to speak?"
Yeah.
And
Maybe sing your song.
Great, they start singing the song again. "Oh, hail the king!" And that's why we sing. It sounds like he's going to hell, but we wish him well.
Every time we get a couple more words.
Yeah, I'm writing a full song eventually.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
You just see Penny holding down the button on this whatever this device is for a few seconds, and then he releases it and stands up. And then he walks about 10 paces up the road past his horse, and then pushes the button once, and you see that all the rats go charging towards him.
Well,
and they all just like charge and stand at his feet. They stop singing. They've gone silent.
rats, you good?
Yes, absolutely fine. But we were called.
Oh? Penny, what is that?
Penny doesn't answer. He just smirks, looks at Jeb, and tosses him the device. And then he goes, well, let's be on our way, shall we? And then, like, the smoothest... this is the first time you've seen him actually get up on his horse. It's the
he's doing some Legolas
smoothest...
shit.
Legolas, but doesn't look uncanny and weird and defying physical laws. But you see him just, like, leap up the smoothest you've ever seen anyone get on a horse. And he just, like, cocks his head a little, looking very happy with himself, and rides off. He just turns back. Are you coming?
Before I get back on Cayenne, I'm gonna kneel down and kind of press the button again.
Oh, they rush to your feet.
So I'm just like surrounded with them right now.
Like as a pack, they just go and like and just then stand looking up at you at your and then after a couple of seconds where nothing happens, they begin to sing the song again.
I can't understand them, can I? They're just squeaky. Okay. Well, I will.
They're singing the song.
Yeah, I'll put the device in my in the pouch, and I'll just kind of pass the hands over them and just be like, "Be well, friends. You take care." And and then I'll mount on the horse.
Farewell, great king.
And across the screen, Ingrid's cuteness maintained comes across again.
Yes.
Incredible. So that is the last order of business in Velaryon.
Amazing moment. Truly.
So happy I did that.
Oh, I know.
Of
course we have to stop.
The time of day when you set off was kind of like middle of the day. You obviously had some business this morning with was this morning Chip Danzo? I think it was, right? And then obviously the discussion with Councillor Hevel. So in fact, I'm going to say it's kind of more like mid-afternoon actually, or even late afternoon. And as you're walking along, Penny kind of begins a discussion about. Actually, what he wants to know most about is Jeb and Gentaviel. He is like, so darling, you may be the king of the rats, but I wonder if you're also the king of romance. How you know? I hear things, and Ingrid has mentioned a couple of loose threads that I thought I might pull on. What's the latest there then?
Well, and if a ratkin could blush, Jeb would be. He's like, Jen, she's a special lady. I don't think I ever met anybody quite like her in my many years. She's pretty great. I miss her.
Well, I hope you'll be reunited with her quite soon, friend. But we'll see how the road treats us. The road east of here, I haven't travelled it for some time, but it was generally fairly, safe and uneventful. He says, nonetheless, I suggest that we stop when it becomes dark and make camp. He says, so...
Yeah, I agree.
He's not done with this line of questioning, by the way. He's like, so... And what are you going to do when you see her?
Well, I'm hoping that everything will be all right in Little Tasselus.
You're not fooling anyone, darling. Yes, we all care about the people of Little Tasselus. Everyone's first thought is of the citizens, the poor citizens of Little Tasselus. But I asked what you're going to do when you see her.
Penny, that may have been innuendo.
Oh, well, that's a very good one then.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, a gentleman never tells. A gentleman never tells.
He looks at Lorben and says, and what about you, darling? I don't know anything about your personal affairs. That was a little bit of innuendo, I'm sorry to say.
Rather thought. What would you like to know, Penny?
Oh, I'm just trying to pass the time. I want to hear about the loves, the laughs, the tears.
I suppose it would be good if I gave you the abridged version. Darius is ruined. I was there before, during, and not after. Lost love. Recently reunited. Lost again. Love that. And I have an imp in my bag. Not innuendo.
Huh. At the sound of this, you Rodney.
He is not happy to see you.
Rodney pops out of the bag at this and just like pops his head out and he's like and like looks around, notices for the first time we're no longer in a city. Penny's like, oh goodness, he is absolutely splendid, isn't he? Oh, what is his name?
Rodney.
Oh, how have I not met this handsome little devil sooner?
If you'd like to meet him, now's the best chance. You are fully armoured. It's the safest way, I'd have to say.
Oh, come. Pish posh. He holds out his arm, like as if he's doing like falconry, and you see that Rodney kind of leans out the bag and like, and then clambers out and goes and sits on Penny's arm, and is absolutely good as gold. Penny like pulls. Penny starts giving Rodney scritches, like chin scritches, and it's like this is just a great big soft load of he's like a load of feathers. And
Penny could have solved the war, but because he worked nights, he just kind of missed it. That's the vibe I'm getting from
Seriously, Penny's fucking
Yep.
eternal ribs.
If he didn't work nights, the world would be a different place. Jesus.
100%.
it's just like this little absolute gentleman, just an absolute sweetie, aren't you, darling? Rodney is looking like really bashful. He's like,
I'm afraid he doesn't talk or anything, but he's with a bit of time, you learn to interpret him as best you can.
oh, well, I think we're getting along quite famously, aren't we? It was an absolute pleasure to meet you, Rodney. Rodney, like, gently licks Penny's ear and then jumps back over to Frank and, like, lands on your shoulders, Lorb, and digs his claws into your shoulders. and then, like, as he's clambering back into as he like Penny turns and looks forward again, and the moment he's not looking, Penny like Rodney smacks you on the back of the head and climbs back in the bag.
What did I do to you?
Such a little shit.
What did I do? I feed you. I housed you.
Oh
Frog is
man!
like, you call this bag a house?
That's right.
Fucking
Oh,
Bastard.
The road just east of Valarian is mostly farmland initially. After a time, after a couple of hours of riding, it gives way to countryside, and is quite. It's kind of like, you know, light forest kind of conditions on either side. The road this way is pretty well worn. So it's kind of a pretty well established trail. Give me 2 seconds. I actually just want to change the music. Because I'm fucking sick of that.
Quite epic for the tone, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Let's try this one. What we got here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's a bit more like it. That'll do us.
Every now and then, as we've ridden, Jeb has kind of turned around to watch the sunset behind Valerian.
Yeah,
The
looking-
light as the shadow of the city kind of draws, out like.
Yeah, and you see the silhouette of the city disappearing behind you. What's Jeb's thoughts? This has been, you've been stationed here for a good while, and I suppose seeing it disappear behind you, Penny has looked back once or twice, slightly wistfully as well.
Yeah.
In fact, I think Penny seeing you look back, he's like, wondering if you'll ever see it again.
I sure hope so.
Me too, darling.
Beautiful town, and we wasn't there for too terribly long, but I must say, made some memories there. Met some real special people.
Well, at least one. Well, two if I include myself.
Well, I was including you, of course.
Penny looks up and
it's,
kind of the twilight is beginning to set in. He says, "Come, we should make camp. On the road, you're kind of probably a good chunk of the way, perhaps 2/3 of the way to Little Tassalis." But he's like, yes, we should make camp and set off again in the morning, I think. He kind of begins to look around, and off to your left there's a little copse of trees. He says, "Come, I think I can make out a clearing through there. That should do us for the night.
Well, all cops are bastards, but if you say so.
Political. Amazing. Setting
political.
He begins to. He leads you into these trees, and there's almost like an improvised path that the horses can follow easily enough. And sure enough, just a short walk into there, there's a little clearing, enough kind of flattish ground to put up a couple of makeshift tents and do a little campfire. This is very Lord of the Ringsy, this one, isn't it? That musical shift was very Lord of the Rings. The campfire is set then.
Is this Lord of the Rings?
No, it's not. But
This
it really
shift
does.
is kind of Jurassic Park. This
really
is just a
feels like
It
big.
really does sound like it. Everyone, stop listening to the music.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Just turn it down a little.
Is there anything as part of setting up a campfire or making camp? This is something we've not really done. Is there anything that your characters would be particularly involved with, or any kind of particular things they would want to do as part of that you think?
I feel like I'd be just following Penny around and just kind of asking him little probing questions about his past, because I feel like at a certain point Lorben's just kind of like literally will just say to Penny, just like, Penny, you're too good at this for a blacksmith.
He
I mean, no offense, but you're very good at this for a blacksmith.
he whips around and says, I won't lie, a little offence taken, darling. There's no I take no shame at all in my profession.
Yeah, what's wrong with being a
know.
blacksmith? Ingrid says from like the background, making a fire.
I mean, no offense to anyone or their proficiency in making extremely sharp weapons. I assure everyone of that fact.
Wise.
But I mean to say,
Rude.
Penny kind of like settles you down. He's like, it's all right, I understand. He says, look, I've been asking a couple of personal questions along the road. I suppose it would be a little churlish of me not to answer in kind. He says, let's get the camp set, and when we're seated, we can talk about whatever you want. So, was there Jeb or Ingrid? Was there anything you guys would be doing as part of this process in particular?
I think Jeb is so used to making camp in this way that he's gotten it down to like a real, and
Got a
he
bit of
is
a
kind
system.
of a son of the soil, so to speak, too. Like he's very familiar with kind of the outdoors and like, so yeah, his system is like, find a nice kind of like raised ground, clear spot to put the tents down, start kind of systematically gathering some firewood, start sort of like foraging the underbrush to see if there's any like, root vegetables or things
Jeb,
that
give
would be
me,
edible that we could cook with dinner. Yeah,
Jeb, give me survival.
sure.
I think Ingrid
let me
would be
see.
doing pretty much the same. Like should be doing more of the like very heavy like manual labor things, like setting up the tent to like maybe chopping down a small tree for firewood. I don't know. That sort of
Not great. I wonder if that speaks to the land we're in a little bit too.
Yeah, maybe this particular region not as known to you, but so I think this evening you're going to be on rations, unfortunately. Otherwise, we might have had a nice brace of conies. Since we're in Lord of the Rings territory.
Right.
So the camp is set, and perhaps with Ingrid's help and expertise and manual labour, a small fire is crackling away as night falls. Small plume of smoke rises up through the gap in the trees into the night sky. And Penny's kind of the last to join you. Takes a seat on a tree stump. And and then he looks at Ingrid. He's like, "I'm just realised, darling. I'm terribly sorry. I interrogated the others about their love lives. I never thought to even ask you."
Yeah, not much to tell. Not really much in the way of things. I've really more or less focused on my forge, just my one true love. You know?
Yes, I understand,
really
obviously.
Yeah.
Turns to Lorb and he's like, "You see what it means to us. Being a weaponsmith is not just a profession, it's a calling.
Mm-hmm.
The world stands and falls, not solely, but partly, on the quality of its weapons. And to be able to craft them with the skill of your friend, Ingrid, and I perhaps flatter myself by including myself in there as well, is a position of great privilege, and one not to be cast aside or, to think poorly of."
Which again wasn't what I was intending on doing. Just
I know, darling, I know. But there are those that
we
do.
just like giving you shit.
There are.
Yeah.
I feel as though I may be getting a telling off is all.
Not at all.
Oh.
He looks at Lorben and says, "So you were in Darius, and what's your story since then?"
Well, Rodney is an envoy of sorts. I receive instruction of some type, and I carry it out. And that has been the way of things for 20 or so years.
Do you wish to be free of him?
Of Rodney? No, I mean, I suppose I say that a lot, but I think, truth be told, if he was gone, I wouldn't know what I would do with myself.
Sometimes
20 years of living with instruction is an interesting thing to suddenly cease.
I'm sure that's true, and sometimes there are forces protecting us that we don't fully appreciate until they're gone.
I believe Rodney is a force of protection.
I've only just met him. Seems like a absolute treasure to me, darling, but what do I know? I'm just saying that help can often come from unexpected places. Just ask your friend the Rat King here.
That's a very good point. I'm gonna open my bag. I'm gonna just hoist Rodney out, just set him in front of me on his ass, looking at me. Nice. Rodney, open wide. Open wide. Thank you. And I will proceed to spend the next 10 minutes staring into his mouth again. And in doing so, I will ritually cast Clairvoyance in order to attempt to get a bird's eye view over Darius, as it is a place very familiar to me. So I should be able to get vision over the ruins.
Didn't we try this last time and it was out of range?
Yeah, I'll still try it like a fucking idiot, though, won't I?
I think it didn't have a range of about a mile.
I'm still going to spend 10 minutes staring in his mouth. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I feel like during those 10 minutes, I
what
would
a
definitely
dick
fill
I am.
Penny in on the story between Jeb being the Rat King. Like, I would just tell him the whole story.
He finds the story absolutely uproarious, like just incredibly funny.
As it should.
What I can't recall, and I won't blame you for a second if you can't recall either. How much does Penny know about? I know that he knows quite a bit about everything that's been going on with you. Does he know the latest kind of wrinkle in that, i.e., about your apprentices being held captive in Oakenford? I can't remember if that's been discussed or not.
Yeah, I don't know when in the timeline we learned about that, and did I talk to Penny about it afterwards?
Not that I can recall. It doesn't hugely matter,
yeah.
of course, but yeah.
Yeah, if I hadn't told him, I would definitely tell him at some point, maybe during the ride or something. I feel like maybe it would have come up because it was on Ingrid's mind when we were talking to the guy earlier, the counselor.
Well, if we make it through this, then if we can get through the Veil Fort and to the ruin and to Darius and destroy the Stellar Eminence, then I should think rescuing a pair of dwarves from prison should be relatively straightforward, darling.
Good. I would hate to see them stuck in there. They don't deserve that. And hey, they'll be good help at our shop in the future.
You can't save everyone, though, my love. You know?
Yeah. But we can try.
I don't say that to sound negative. I just...
Yeah.
He looks at all three of you, he kind of looks across, he says... It's pretty remarkable, you know, to meet three people as single-minded and determined as the three of you, and I have the utmost admiration for all that you're doing, which is why I volunteered to offer my help. But I sense that you put a lot of pressure on yourselves. This business that we're walking towards now is very serious. I want you to consider the possibility that not all of us will make it out of there alive. Perhaps none of us. I do not know what dangers await us, but I do know of Darius's reputation. And I don't want you to feel some kind of guilt even if we do succeed there, if the outcome with your friends is not so positive.
Yeah.
He looks at Lorben, and there's a bit of tension in the air perhaps at this. I am digressing. Looks at Lorben and is like, darling, there was something you wanted to ask me earlier.
Yes. Sorry, I think by the time I've finished counting his tonsil stones, I'll have popped him back away.
Repulsive.
It's roughly, man.
Oh yeah.
You have a strong presence, Penny, and seemingly you are of a pretty significant skill in traveling like this, and you have an absolutely dazzling set of armor and weapons, and not belittling blacksmithing, weaponsmithing, armor smithing as an umbrella. You seem as though you have a history, and I would love to hear it, because you are enthralling.
Oh, thank you. What can I say? I wasn't born a smith. We all travel a path. You came here with this gestures towards the Rodney sack. He's like, you weren't born with this wonderful beast at your side, and nor was I born with the ability to manipulate metal. But I've always been a student, and have always sought to learn more. I don't know what I can tell you, really. The armor, he looks down at it, he says, well, this has not seen action in, well, some years.
The what?
Well, we're colleagues of a sort, aren't we, you and I? You were stationed at Darius, I was stationed at Elisandria.
So I fear you may have seen more in your station than mine, despite how it may seem.
Well, it was terrifying, obviously. I was one of the lucky ones. Many never made it out of Elisandria at all. And I travelled with company to Velaryon, and that became my home. And well, I suppose after the war my skills weren't needed quite as much initially. But the day is coming, you know. And the Elven King will one day, I'm sure, wage war on Ninespire again. And we will take back our home.
It's bizarre that we've not seen the king in so long, though, right?
Quite bizarre.
It's above our station, but that's odd.
Yeah, quite
Well-
strange. I mean, we heard rumors of that coming into the city, but time was such of the essence that we never really did.
Yes,
So that's
the-
odd.
It just felt frivolous to look into it any further, let alone whether we could make any headway.
Right.
I don't suppose you or I or any of us could resolve that issue. But the voice in Velaryon is getting louder. It's been 6 years since he was last seen publicly, and I believe the excuses have begun to wear too thin for many now. The day will soon come when
Ill
we'll
health,
discover the
the
truth.
current excuse?
We have absolutely no idea, darling. Somebody knows. There are always rumors, and yes, and some of them are his health. Some feel that he may well have died. He never produced an heir.
Where would that leave the line of succession?
That's a very good question.
One
afraid-
the Duke may not be quick to want to answer.
As always with these types of things, I'm sure there are many interested parties, darling. What all of their motivations may be, I'm afraid I couldn't say. Penny sort of stares into the fire and kind of looks intently at it for a moment, and then goes, I travelled with him, you know. I travelled with the king when we fled Elisandria.
As personally? Or
Yes.
as part of the...
I travelled with he and about 24 others.
What was he like?
At that moment, not in the greatest of spirits. Though at that time he still had a determination. However, as the years passed, I found his tone softened over the years, and it, to me, was almost like he had accepted it. For myself and for hundreds and thousands of other elves, the matter will never be resolved until we take back our home. But the Elven King, perhaps the beds at the Horizal Palace were slightly too comfortable. Perhaps he began to think of Valarian not just as our temporary home, but accepted that that was as far into Pleiadian as the elves would ever.
For such a long life, it's a very short time to hold a grudge.
It is. For some of other races, 25 years may be long enough to get over something. For me, 2,500 years would not be long enough. We will take back the capital, and we will restore this land to what it was. If the Elven King is not prepared to lead us in that, then he should step aside and make way for someone who will.
Well, for what it's worth, we may be about to do something as an open act of aggression that may be provoking further military action, so...
We could well be the first stone in the pool, and we will see where the ripples go. Let's take a quick comfort break, and we will return to this engaging campfire chat in just a few minutes, folks. Here we are around the campfire with you guys, because we were talking about how everybody was feeling not quite 100% this, just before we went live. Everyone was like, beach episode? I'm thinking to myself, I got the next best thing, campfire episode.
Yeah.
We need a little crackled campfire sound.
Oh, I probably could get that as well.
You need a sound guy, man, to just like constantly be putting in.
Well, the thing is, Foundry is awesome in that you can have. Hold on a second. Oh no, I don't have.
Oh, you can layer stuff,
environment noises, right?
You can layer stuff. So if I put a bit of time into that, I could get some like ambient sounds for like forest and fire and things like that, and I could run that, and it would just sit in there with the music as well.
Nice.
So not out the question for the future.
Very gently crinkling a chips bag. I don't know if that's coming through, but
oh yeah, we're getting that. That's
like
nice.
Very slightly.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone needs to turn on his noise suppression. That's what that's telling me.
we all turned it off for the Hobbit radio play so that you could pick up our mutters.
Yeah, I blame H's for pretty much everything, including that. So yeah.
Indeed. By the way, H's. Sorry, just before we get back in, H's was playing a game on stream the other day called Hawthorne, which is about to go into early access. He is a backer, like a Kickstarter backer of it, so he had even earlier access to it. And it's like
owls and
it looks fucking sick, and I want to play it real bad. Mostly because you can fly around as an owl.
Ooh,
yeah, was that this like strategic animal fight?
Maybe.
The otters?
Yeah, so it's like a woodland
That's a mouse.
Stardew Valley come RPG. It's
going on my wish list.
Yeah, big time. So I saw that.
Shout out to H's and shout out to Cosmonaut VT. They were playing that together. I think maybe last weekend, and it
Sounds
looks really
about
cool.
right.
Yeah.
So cute.
Well, I raided into him on Friday when I did a singing stream, and he was playing it then. So
okay,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitch did not tell me about that, and I was upset.
There's an otter in a top hat in one of these images on Steam.
Yeah.
And I
Say
don't
no
need
more.
to know anything else. Yeah.
Yeah, I
He
saw
says
the
she
otter
is old
swimming in
bean.
the water, and I was like, oh, yep, done.
Say less.
Steph and I went
Yep.
to a little wildlife conservation park in Birmingham last week, and they had a load of otters. And there was like I mean like 20 to 30 otters, and they're funny as hell because they just squeak all fucking day. They do, and like when they see you coming, they're the nature's ultimate optimists. because everyone who's coming has the potential to have food.
That's right.
And so anytime they see a new person coming, they're all up at the glass like, me, 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 like this. And then like 10 seconds later, when you haven't given them food, they're like, and they kind of settle back down again. They're still kind of squeaking, but not as intently as you. And then they'll see someone else coming, and they're like, wham, to the glass again, and off. So anyway, that's that. Right.
Great.
Back to the campfire chat with Penny. So Penny is, discussing the Elven King and the politics of Velaryon and wider Playdean, really. I don't want to go into too much on that unprovoked. Did anyone have any kind of follow-up questions about that, or any other topics they want to discuss with each other or with Penny?
I don't know if this is maybe a discussion for the morning, but we're going into Little Tasselus to try and get the Knightly Order to come with us to the Vale Fort. To do what? Are we proposing an open siege? Are we proposing parley? What are we doing? Like,
Oh, it's a good question.
It's a very good
it
question.
may be one to sleep on, but
Yeah.
I feel like we're not fully set on whether we're just
Yeah, no.
attacking a fort.
Right. That seems a bit certainly above our pay grade, perhaps above theirs as well. I think in my mind I'm a bit hopeful they may have a little better idea tactically, perhaps, or have more familiarity with the Vale Fort and the ruins. But
I have a feeling they won't.
I don't know.
I feel like it's very much been left alone as a kind of, well, that's all sealed in by this place. Let's never go there again. And that's how
Right.
this has happened in the first place, I think.
Yeah, because I feel like whether it's us or all of them too, like that bashing ourselves against the gates is not going to be the best way to do this.
Are they even going to let
Absolutely.
us help them? Like, they were pretty clear that we shouldn't be helping anymore. Are they just going to be pissed that we're there? Jen probably
Well.
won't, because, Jen likes us, but, well, at least likes
I mean,
one of us.
we can cross that bridge when we get there, so to speak. But
Yeah.
we've had this thrust on us as much as we've thrown ourselves into it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to stop, but I'm just...
That's right.
I think this is ours to take at this point. I
Yeah,
don't
I
feel
think
like
so.
we should
Yeah.
be going as sniveling messengers, giving them a message that they should go do something. I feel as though we're
Right.
going to do something and attempting to get them to lend their assistance.
Mhm.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
Absolutely.
Because the last time they took control of it, and as far as I can tell, nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not
Whereas we found an underground cave system and killed a creature being brought back with other creatures. And they went out to Little Tasselus to settle a peasant dispute of some sort, I don't remember. But
Have a weekend trip.
yeah, it's
Martin.
I
How
feel
long
as
have they been
though-
gone now?
It would only be a couple of days. I think they went. I think the day before Professor Trelaine was killed.
Okay.
if memory serves.
I was trying to
And that-
remember
and
in
that
my
was about-
mind.
and that was about
Yeah.
2 days ago.
Yeah, I was trying to think about how much time it's been. Okay, so it hasn't been like a long campaign or something. It's just they've just
And Jen was saying that they were just going to Little Tasselus. Like, that wasn't just a waypoint on the way to somewhere
Right.
else.
That was
right?
described to
Yeah.
Jeb as the destination. Yeah, that they were going to
Yeah.
to deal with something in Little Tasselus, which is why she thought they would probably be back in about a week or so.
Did she actually ever
Yeah.
specify what they were dealing with? My brain just filled in peasant rebellion of some kind, but that doesn't seem like that's what it would
and
be.
she
I don't remember
she
her
never
saying
really
anything.
told
I
me.
don't think there were any specifics. I think it was they'd been
Okay.
called to settle some kind of issue there.
Yeah, so
Peasant
we may
dispute.
find ourselves in the midst of whatever they're dealing with. But I
Yeah.
think they might be valuable to however this all shakes out.
Penny kind of nodding along and looks at Jeb and is like, it's all right to just want to see her, you know.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I do. Of course I do. Like I told you on the road, I miss her. It's been, you know, when you go from seeing somebody every day or every couple days and to have that distance, and I worry about her. I hope she's all right. And I worry for what's to come. I hope she's all right, but...
There's not to be more, but this may be our last chance.
That's right.
I understand your concern, darling, but I will say there's very few people that I can think of in this entire world that I would have less concern for on the road than Jen Taviel.
Yeah, she made that point pretty clear to me as well, several times. But, the heart still worries.
I understand. It's good of you to care. I'm sure she would appreciate it anyway.
Yeah.
Penny's like, well, I believe I shall turn in. The ride to Little Tasselus tomorrow, we should be there by noon.
All right.
Cool.
He stands up and kind of like dusts his hands off a little bit. Like, well, get some rest. Sleep well, all of you.
Yeah. Good night, Mr. Penny.
You see that he disappears off to kind of a little tent at the edge of the clearing.
I'm happy to take a first watch if y'all would like to go ahead and get some shut-eye. Or meditate, as it were.
I like to talk to Rodney for a little bit, so I don't mind taking first watch.
All right, then. Well...
It's cranky if I have to wake him up.
No, of course. Well, you wake me up when it's time for second. I'll take that.
Sure.
Yeah. I'll do thirds.
Penny already snoring.
Lorben, what did you want to talk to Rodney about?
At night, to be honest. I think I'm broadly just going to be trying to prod him for any guidance of any form that he may be able to give or willing to give towards the ruins of Darius. Seasoned with a little bit of like, why don't you like me like you like Penny? Like, it's sort of little column A, little column B.
What do you want to ask him about Darius and all that kind of stuff?
I think because outside of ears of everyone else, obviously Lorben knows that his patient was the cause of whatever specifically happened to Darius. At least to his mind, whether or not it's true. To his understanding, he was. So presumably whatever happened afterwards is likely to have been his patron as well. So Rodney is really his only way of getting any kind of information as to what that was before getting there and finding out. Because everyone else just seems to kind of know that there's something bad about it, but they don't really know what it is, because it seems to have been quarantined in some way almost. And quarantine's too much of a loaded word, but at least sectioned off. Whether this is fruitless or not, I have no idea, but I think Lorben's got to prod the old imp just to see what he can get.
I think this is something Lorben does as a bit of self-therapy. Like, you trying to talk this through with Rodney might as well be trying to talk it through with a ham sandwich. I think this is something that you're doing to process this yourself.
Yeah. Does it work?
What is it you really want to know?
What happened as a result of... Yeah, let's think of it like that. Lorben's just recently found out that the actions that he took in Darius, to his mind, just seems to have had even longer ongoing consequences than he realised than the immediate destruction of the entire town. That's even more burden on top of what has been the heaviest burden of his entire life. So I feel like he's probably got a little bit to unpack there. and is desperately trying to see.
I'm wondering how Rodney would even
even if he had the information.
Yeah, I'm wondering how he would even communicate it to you. Give me.
But Lorben would also be really nice and complimentary to Rodney, just to try and mimic Penny's demeanor to see if it helps.
I love the idea, like Lorben being like, "Oh, you're such a sweetie pie."
You're so cute when you ate my shoe and shattered the other one. You're so cute.
Give me a wisdom roll.
Yeah, just flat wisdom.
Yeah. Let's see what gets cooked up here.
Tell you what, probably not much.
The rolls have been pretty lousy again today, team. I've got to say, look at these single digits on screen. The last time we hit double digits was a nature check from Jeb an hour and 40 minutes ago. Jesus.
And even that was a natural. Even that was a natural 6.
That's true. I think, yeah, understandably, this is something that will, I'm afraid, continue to weigh on Lorben. The fact that there was not only this massive world-changing incident, but that was not simply
done and dusted straight away.
It's a bit like the comparison between like a bomb going off and a nuclear bomb going off. Where there's a lot of like radiation in that case, a lot of fallout. Exactly, both literally and figuratively. I think that's something that will continue to weigh on Lorben, and perhaps more information about that will become apparent as you come closer. And if you make it to Darius, then perhaps you'll get answers.
I think when the time comes, he'll wake Jeb up for second watch and then meditate on what the actual distance of a mile is.
Very good. The night passes without great incident. And as the daylight comes, there's also a kind of medium driving rain coming down today. Blanket of grey cloud. And Jeb, give me a con save, please.
Oh man.
You got your fucking alchemy kit with you now, boy.
Do not like this wake and bake nonsense.
That's a bit more like it.
A little better today.
You're not feeling any withdrawal or anything like that today. You seem to be, I think, mind on the job, mind on seeing Jen, I'm sure.
Yes.
Maybe to picture, maybe not physically. Maybe there's a little itch there, eh?
Maybe.
I'm not talking with Mr. Brownstone today.
That went way over my head. What?
It's Alice in Chains, or Guns N' Roses song, Mr. Brownstone. I'm trying to remember. Hang on. But it's about doing heroin.
Oh, got it.
Guns N' Roses.
It was just because of Brown. I assumed it was a heroin thing.
Yeah. Got it. Not visiting Mr. Purplestone.
So the little got more and more. That's how it goes.
So the rain coming down, it's sort of like quite a nice, that sort of soothing rain sound on the ground in the early morning.
Don't put a sound effect on for it because I will fall asleep.
As you rise, Penny is already up and about, and maybe chatting with Ingrid, who presumably took a watch as well.
Yeah, I did.
And maybe the two of you just chatting about metalwork. Anything else that you want to talk to Penny about in this opportunity with just the two of you?
I mean, I think good. I can't think of anything at the moment.
Once everybody's up and about,
answer anything.
The
Penny wants to ask me.
Oh, so what's he doing?
Don't mind me. I'm just I imagine Jeb like, you know, he's kind of an early rising creature generally. So after he kind of shakes off the feeling of maybe like, do I want to do Digo? No.
I wonder what that's like,
sorry.
being an early
Excuse
morning
me.
person.
Yeah, he sits out a little thing and he brews kind of an alchemical like coffee, you know, and so he drinks out of a little like tin cup, and then he
Science coffee.
does his experimental elixir after a long rest, which is a transformation elixir this time. Alter self spell for 10 minutes.
Nice. How long does that
So he
take?
kind of turns it in his hand. He's like, huh.
How long does it take you to make that?
It is well, it's once per long rest, and I don't have the time written down, but
Okay,
I'm taking it that we had some time this morning to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Probably
Penny's
done
quite.
as a ritual for like 10 minutes, right?
Penny is pretty cash and is like, you know, we don't need to set off at the crack of dawn or anything like that. I think it's all, you know, it's not like 5 a.m. when you guys have woken up. It's more like a 9 maybe.
Okay.
He's like, I didn't want to rouse anybody too early. And he also suggests that maybe it'd be worth everybody having a quick look to see if there's any supplies to pick up on the road. Like you'd all had a forage. Jeb, you obviously attempted it yesterday evening. So anybody that would like to, please give me a survival roll.
You can sure try.
Try.
I don't think
for
it'll
shits
go
and
well.
giggles.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
for
that's about right.
funsies. You know.
Survival?
Lorman's
yeah.
like, what is
Roll the bad ones up.
literally what is a mushroom?
Me too.
Are these
apparently.
berries good to eat?
nobody here knows what a mushroom is.
Oh my fucking
I'm
life.
just prodding at like random animal stool thinking it might be truffles and just being told repeatedly they're not truffles.
I'm just going to do.
And he's like, how did these people survive? Getting here?
This man
Yeah.
lived alone for
train.
20 years on the move. How?
City
How is
boys.
that possible?
Yeah, he's like,
We
he
got
just thinks that
fucking
you've been in the
drunk on a
city.
train.
You've been in the city for a month and you've forgotten all fucking semblance of survival knowledge.
Lost my edge. That's right.
I'm just going to roll something for
I would never lose my edge.
Penny.
Setbacks.
Where's the toilet out here?
Come on, Penny.
Yeesh.
Okay. Well,
Not really
You know.
much better.
Come on, Pennifer.
Penny's just following me around going, those are poisonous!
Of course, his dice are gold.
They were regardless.
Awesome. So I would say it's almost like, if not like late morning, then mid morning. You probably rode for about kind of 3 to 4 hours yesterday, but at quite a slow. So it was 3 hours, but at a fairly slow pace. I think we discussed. As you are all unsuccessfully trying to forage, I need to do one more roll, actually. 2 seconds.
That rolled really nicely.
Okay. All right. As you're all foraging, you all of a sudden, in the undergrowth surrounding this clearing, you all become aware that somebody is moving through the trees on kind of the other side of the clearing on the way back to the road that you were on yesterday. They are clearly trying to hide behind trees and are unsuccessfully doing so.
Tell me it's what's his face.
Who?
Just, no, go on. I need to know.
Did he bring his coffee drawer with him?
If anyone wants to...
Come on! Come on!
Has he got legs like fucking Terry Pratchett? It's just like walking.
Foxy,
along.
that was my other wish, is that it was the Rubik Quirks. Yeah.
If anyone wants to give me a perception check, they can do so.
Oh yeah, I would love
It'd be
to.
bad, but
I would love to perceive more than anything right now.
7.
My first double-digit roll.
Yeah!
Must be nice.
Oh, it was almost a 20.
I think the only good one I got was that fucking save earlier against the Zone of Truth.
Ingrid and Jeb, I think a kind of feeling of weary resignation comes over you as you clearly spot a pink-haired girl, a tabaxi, and some way further back, an elf in glittering armour who appears to be making very little attempt to disguise himself, frankly, making their way through the trees. The pink-haired girl is literally doing like the Looney Tunes tiptoeing motion, like Elmer Fudd, like be very quiet.
She's skedaddling. God help
And then they get close, and then you see them hiding behind trees, but like there's a shock of pink hair sticking out one side, and a tabaxi tail is clearly visible to you. But then they just stop behind these trees and just stand perfectly still there.
I'm picturing that the elf in glittering armor makes no attempt at hiding, and he's just stood there in the background.
It's just so
as
shiny.
well.
He's like standing with the sun.
His armor is so broad that he stood behind quite a narrow tree trunk, and it just sticks out on both sides.
Amazing.
I think I just want to like take my axe and like put it on my shoulder and like walk over and be like, "You guys know I could see you."
I'll come around the other side and be like, "Morning, Rubikworks."
There's a moment where there's like they stand perfectly still initially at Ingrid's words, and then you just see Susan Ardmaningus's face like drift out a little from behind the trees, just so she can like look around and see, and then she like and like ducks back behind it, and then
Good morning.
you see her like sneak back over to another tree where Top Buttons is, and like whispers, and "What do we do now? This has never happened before."
Penny, you're going to love Top Buttons.
Oh yeah.
Penny's just stood there being like, "Darlings, do you know who are these weirdos?"
I met him like one time. I don't know.
Susie decides, hey, no matter what, she's going for it. She dives out from behind a tree and is like, "Halt in the name of the law! It is I, Susan Ardmaningus!" And then you see, while she's been saying that, you have very clearly seen Top Buttons climb up the tree that he was stood behind, and he then dramatically dives down from a branch and lands on all fours like superhero landing. It's like, "Top Buttons!" And then finally
That's all he had to say.
Galanor steps out from behind a tree, dragging his sword behind him like usual. And Susan is like, "I'm Galanor Lionhearted, and we are the Rubriquex!"
Ingrid has not
like actually clapping at them.
Just like, hi.
"We apologise for coming upon you unawares, travellers, but you are wanted."
Yeah, definitely.
What? You what?
Uh-huh.
Let them get through the preamble first. Come on, you know she has to.
No, I'm sorry. No,
contractual.
it's like I was just saying that we did see you approaching from quite a ways off. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You do not fool me with your sorcerer's ways, evildoer. None can see the Rubriquworks coming if they wish to conceal themselves, and your lies have no place here.
It's been what it was then. Susie, it's good to see you. Top Buttons, Galanor, hello.
It's always a delight to see you.
Yep, still weird. All right.
Penny, any thoughts on this?
Yeah, this seems like your kind of feller, maybe. I don't know.
Darlings, can I be completely honest with you? It feels like every time, like every couple of hours or so, I meet somebody that you know, and I have absolutely no idea what's going on. I feel quite out of the loop.
The horniest feller I ever did see.
That one is a full sex pest.
Oh yeah, he's a problem.
And that one I think is actually an old war hero, but he will not speak.
Yeah, he seems a little put out to be here, but he
And I
follows him
don't
around.
know what the other one's deal is.
Penny looks around, like looks kind of beyond Top Buttons and Susan Ardmaningus, and is and goes, Galanor.
Yes.
Oh, you fellers know each other.
Well, I should think so. Galanor kind of walks forward a little and is like, he just lifts his sword and kind of pats it.
You make a sword?
Ah.
And a few scrapes
Well,
it got
is
him
that
out of as
right?
well, darling.
That makes sense.
It's good to see you. Galanor just gives a kind of respectful half nod to Penny. And Susie sort of like completely disregards this display of respect or whatever. And is like,
She's got a script to get through.
she's like,
She's only halfway through, yeah.
she's like, lay down your weapons and you will all be spared.
No?
I'm just gonna be in this little corner talking to Penny and what's his name?
Galanor.
Top buttons.
Galanor. Yeah.
Oh, no.
And
Oh, yeah, yeah.
just
We're not
like
even
talking about our
acknowledging her
weapons.
anymore.
Like, look at this. I made this one. Like, we've talked before. Like,
So,
we all appreciate good weapons over here.
is it fair to say Ingrid does not really regard herself as being in mortal danger right this second?
Absolutely not.
Uh-huh, yeah.
No. Have we ever with the Ruber Quirks?
I think I'm gonna dive on the top buttons grenade. Just let him sleaze it up and throw whatever fucking innuendo he wants out, and just let him do his thing away from everyone else to not to be too disruptive.
Is it fair to say that also nobody is is putting down their weapons as has been requested?
Well, obviously not.
Susie looks a little like confused and she's like, turns to top buttons. She's like, I don't think they heard me. I said, put your weapons on the floor, and there is no need for violence.
We're not.
It's like, be
Doing
careful,
any
like sharpen
violence.
this, but
No, we'd be doing the violence if you don't drop your weapons. We'd be doing it. We'd be doing the violence on you.
Susie, we've done this.
But
Oakenfoot.
yeah, but that was that.
Cross-
And that was before you tried to provoke an uprising in Oakenford Crossroads, and then
Oh,
and
right.
then this all.
Come on now, Susie.
Come on.
Well, you met us so many times.
Yeah.
And then, so right, we heard all about the uprising, and then we were told that our services in Oakenford no longer required. But Top Buttons had a very good idea, which was we should go and capture the rebels and claim the reward. So that's what we're here to do. Lay down your weapons, and there is no need for bloodshed.
Susie.
can I just like hearing that? Can I like walk over and be like just intimidatingly with my axe on my shoulder and just be like, "You want to capture us? You sure about that?"
Well,
You sure about that? You sure about that?
You think you can?
I do have an alternative proposal.
Trying to be really tall. I'm not tall, but I don't remember if she's.
I don't think she is either.
she
She's
a
a
human?
halfling, isn't she?
I don't.
no,
she's a
she
halfling?
is a human.
Okay.
Oh,
She's
well, I'm
like
trying
a
to be
teenager.
really tall.
Yeah,
I think.
I feel like if you can't be tall, you'll be broad. Do you know what I mean? You're kind
Yeah,
of
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just like.
just like she's a bear. You're just making yourself big.
Yeah,
Law-
exactly.
Lorben, the
I know how
moment
this
you suggest, Lorben, that there may be an alternate proposition, she leaps to Top Buttons and literally puts her hands over his ears, like, "Do not listen to them, Top Buttons. They will put you under a spell."
I thought we were fighting.
I think he
okay.
carries his
Alright.
own spells.
Top Buttons is like looks at Lorben and is like, "This one's already put me under a spell. I'm quite enchanted."
I give him one solitary wink with no other change in facial
Holy shit! Give me charisma
I know he
Take
needs
much.
with
very
advantage.
little to get
Give me
in.
charisma with advantage.
Yes. Come on.
Perfect.
Pair of 13s. Lucky number
No
13.
way.
Wow.
It was meant to be.
You see Top Buttons look. No, actually, okay. So you wink at Top.
I also
you
have
wink.
multiple
Bastard.
directions. I feel like this could go.
You wink at Top Buttons, and he like looks stone faced. He's like, what?
Well,
The core.
so the ultimate
never worked
proposal.
He just loses the ability to speak at all.
Yeah, I felt he's the kind of person.
job,
Where he's
Logan.
like a dog chasing a car kind of vibe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What to do.
That is exactly what it is. Sorry, I'm
love
just gonna go. Just gonna go to some more, slightly more calm music again. So yeah, he just loses all ability to speak. Susie is just like, do not listen to them. They will cast a spell upon you.
Oh, Susie.
Did I not intimidate her? Like, I can't believe it.
Oh, give me intimidation.
I was definitely going for an intimidation kind
Yeah,
of vibe.
for sure.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
All right, so having leapt to Top
Wait,
Buttons
scary.
and covered his ears, she now sees Ingrid looking at her quite imposingly, and is like, and begins to sort of like drag Top Buttons backwards by the head, like this sort of just like. She's like, well, you have. She's a little less confident, but she's like, you have no right to be in this land. You are fugitives from the law.
We're not in the city that you. What? We're in the public. This is the forest. What?
Your names and
No, I'll be
faces
here.
are known. This entire across this land, evildoers.
Susie. I'm just gonna take her hand off of Top Button's ear, just hold it for a second. Susie.
It's like, hun, you've been told wrong.
Come on.
Yeah.
You don't have to
We're
do
not
this.
evil.
And look, I'll do you a favor. Hear out my proposal. Once, we've all had a little chat and everything. I've got an alternative proposal. You'll still get to look like the hero, like you've captured one of us. How does that sound?
She kind of looks at Top Buttons. Top Buttons he's still staring straight ahead. He's like he's like catatonic. He's no help whatsoever. And Susie's like,
Catatonic. I see what you did.
Ah?
Yeah.
she goes,
Yeah, that's right. He's at the backseat.
very well. We will hear your words that we may judge more justicely.
Yeah? Yeah, no, I like that.
I just walk over and pat her on the head.
Oh, you're very imposing, Susie.
Yeah.
Um,
You're doing great work. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of impressed you followed us this far.
I feel
mean,
like
yeah.
as you said, you're very imposing. I like turned around and like chuckled a little and walked back to like Henry.
Right.
I mean, not for nothing. They tracked us pretty well.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, they did
How
To
track
be
us.
fair.
Penny
I'm not
Penny
scared, but
Penny
they
like
track
chimes in, is like, how did they find us actually?
I don't.
That's a real good question.
know.
How did you find us?
I'm still holding Susie's hand during all of this, just like this, just like
This
hand in
question
hand.
this question gives her a little more confidence again, and she's like, none may escape the long arm of the Rubriquerques when evil is at hand. But to answer your question, we had pursued you north to the city of Valarian, and when upon our arrival, this very dawn, we received this, and she hands you a pristine copy of what is this morning's Horizon Tribune,
Oh,
which
fuck.
has the small article on the page is a tribute to Professor Tillis Trelaine, and it's quite a thoughtfully written obituary, with it's quite lovingly crafted. the
Must have
banner
contracted that one out.
the banner headline and the main article is a much more lurid story about the three of you having fled Valarian. It doesn't outright accuse you of being involved in Professor Trelline's death. It does sort of gently imply it's like in the tone of the piece is like we're just asking questions. It's like it talks a bit about like how this group that you've all seen around Valar, everybody's seen this strange group walking around Valar in the last few weeks, but strange that they should leave in such a hurry after the death of Professor Trelline.
Really towing the line of libel. Basically.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know what their involvement is. We're just here asking questions. So
Danzo.
There's something else that might be relevant to this conversation that I wonder if anyone remembers. It involves the rubric works.
Oh. All right. Let me look.
It's a piece of information you learned the last time you saw them in Oakenford.
Was it to do with Galanor specifically?
It was to do with Galanor specifically.
I mean, the only thing I remember was finding out that he... Oh God, I remember trying to use telepathy to really
right
talk to him properly, but he was still refusing or was unable. But it very much revealed that he was some kind of hero.
I wrote down that he didn't talk and that he drew in the dirt with his sword. That's all I wrote. Important things to Ingrid.
I will never judge a player for not remembering every last bit of lore in this game. Let's give everybody an intelligence roll and see if anyone's characters remember it.
You'll punish us regardless.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Negative.
No worries.
Punish you.
Intelligentsia.
Nope.
They ain't getting better. Jed, bail us out. Come on, man.
I'm trying, man. Let's see. You bitch! I hate this DD dice. My enemy, my mortal enemy.
I remember these guys. They're kind
so
of weird.
Susie's handed over this copy of the Horizon Tribune. She says, "So I see that not content with causing commotion in our dear town of Oakenford, you have subsequently gone on to cause all sorts of rancor in Valarian as well. What do you have to say for yourselves?"
Very little. I mean, Valarians have no concern to you, like, for least of all. It's very much the elves' business, and this is very much filthy tabloid paper. It's not real.
Galanor...
We met the feller that writes this. He has a desk drawer full of coffee. That's the kind of person we're dealing with.
Did Galanor know the professor? Is that what it was?
Tillis Trelline was his
because we knew the name by that point.
Oh, it was his uncle. Oh man.
Okay, if that is the bit of information that I am remembering, then I am definitely being like, I am so sorry for your loss. We were there. Oh my God, we didn't kill him. Mr. War Hero with the amazing sword and the armor. The only person in this group I respect.
Susie's face kind of softens. She's like, "Did you really not have anything to do with it? Was it really not you? Because this article really makes it seem like it might be."
It's trying to, but truly we were there purely to, well, save him, and we failed ultimately.
Yeah. No, Susie, when we met you, we was looking for him, but it wasn't for that. Never.
And for what it's worth, the man that killed him is dead by our hands.
Yeah.
That's right.
Stole his boots. I think.
You see
It was a size
Galanor kind of plants his sword in the ground and drops to and like takes a knee, and you just see him bow his head in silence, as if saying a silent prayer. Susie is like, so what was your proposal then?
Well, we are going to save the city, but we need more swords at our side in order to do this. If you help us, I will turn myself in and go with you back as your prisoner. For whatever crimes you wish to hand me in for at Oakenford.
Susie gestures to the big axe on her back. She's like, I don't have a sword.
Whichever... Oh, Susie, no. Anything with a sharp edge, anything with any fire, any, frost, lightning, anything you've got at your disposal will help.
Oh. And what of your fellow troublemakers?
I feel like 1 out of 3 is probably pretty good, right?
She kind of looks from side to side at the other two. Galanor just gives a weary shrug and doesn't really say anything, as ever. Top Buttons sort of like finally kind of shakes his head clear and is like,
You missed a mention of the long arm of the Ruberquirks earlier if you wanted to catch up.
Well, it's not the only long thing that... what's the plan? What's happening?
That's a good... That's a good lad.
Pat.
Work on that one.
Susie like takes Top Buttons aside and she's like, "Are you all right? Is everything all right? You're being a bit. I feel like I feel like we've got a certain, image to uphold, and then the two of them are sort of whispering together, and she seems to be sort of explaining catching him up on everything he missed.
Yeah.
She says, where are you going?
Little Tasselus first, then the Veilfort, and then Darius.
I know not of these places very well, other than Little Tasselus, which I did go to once, because they had a very nice carnival there when I was a little girl. We will escort you to Little Tasselus as our
Very well.
prisoners.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. We'll go with you to. We will go to Little Tasselus with you.
Just traveling companions for now.
Companions. Is that? What do you think of that? Well, I'm always looking for more companions to. Yes, that's fine.
Yes.
Penny is like just fucking dumbfounded by all of this. It's just like she like looks at Lorben. He looks at Lorben and is like, "What is the deal with this guy, darling? This is an amateur."
Hot buttons, you mean?
Yes.
The tabaxi.
Yes.
If I'm honest, I don't know if he's quite ever committed to any of his bits, we'll say. And I don't know. I think he needs help.
Right. I think we'd better sort this out now. Penny gestures to Top Buttons like, "Come here, darling." Top Button's like with great trepidation, like tiptoes towards Penny. Penny just like puts an arm on Top Button's shoulders, like, so do you want to fuck then or what? Top Button's just like, Penny's like, are we going to do this? We're going into the woods?
Say yes, Top Buttons.
How'd you like to do it? Yes, that's what I thought, darling. May I gently make a suggestion to you? All of this innuendo nonsense, if you aren't going to back it up, darling, it's really something you should lose from your repertoire, okay? Don't play a player, alright? Alright, come on then, on with you. Let's get on with it. Help us pack our
Top
camp, would you?
Buttons. You'll be thinking about that moment for the rest of your life.
Top Buttons walks to your camp and just really dutifully begins to start packing things away. The neatest you've ever seen a tent folded. Like fucking sharp corners on it. And just in total silence staring straight ahead like he's got PTSD.
1,000-yard stare.
Rethinking
really
his
thinking
whole
about his life. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is interesting then. The Astral Aegis have somewhat recruited the Rubriquerques as companions or something for now.
I will immediately turn on Ingrid and Jeb and just be like, I am so sorry. I felt like we needed more swords. I don't know, and
No, I
You're
think
not
you're right.
wrong.
I think you're right. I mean, we can get all the help we can, and
Mhm.
you know, they are. If they are anything, they're enthusiastic. We'll see.
yes, I do think we may need to keep a short leash on Susie and perhaps even a muzzle of some sort. But
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
we may have to.
spell. Isn't that a thing? A silence spell?
yes,
That's true.
not
We may need to
one I have
institute a
access
strict
to.
no announcing ourselves policy. Like, we're not
Yeah.
going to be a
I-
part of their jumping in and posing routine. Like, if they got
Mhm.
expectations of that, we gotta nip that in
that's
the bud right away.
I
You know what I mean?
think I'll ride with Susie. I think, and just
Okay.
All right.
keep her in check.
Yeah.
Sounds
I think
like
she
do they
needs
have
a little-
horses?
If they did, they're very well hidden.
They do not
I
have
know.
horses. They travel. The Rubriquerques. They do actually. They're outside, but they left them outside the trees. They left them near the road. They've just got one horse, which once the party is all packed up and ready to go, you'll observe that Susie and Galanor. Galanor is the really the rider of this horse, and Susanard Meningus rides behind him. Top Buttons is as long as the horse isn't going at gallop, Top Buttons is able to keep pace with the horse by kind of running on all fours.
Oh,
That's wild.
that is a crazy thing to think about.
That is
yeah.
crazy. I thought he was going to be like a monk or something at first, and then no, he's just fucking runs. I love that.
It was mountain lion mode.
Is there anything else that anybody wants to like talk to the Rubriquerques about at this stage or anything, or is everybody ready to kind of hit the road? It's the morning has proceeded on quite well.
I think
Yeah.
I'm spending a lot of the journey up just like coaching Susie on not announcing us. And like very much like you are not the one that is speaking for us. You could just be in the background until the time comes.
She's like, so you just do a stance, no need to say anything, is what you're saying. Just do like
Show me your stance.
she does like strikes a big like hands on hips dramatic thing.
Let me just pose you a little more. I put her arms down by her side.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Keep your back straight, and then I'll just twist her a little bit until she's basically just stood at attention, or like pretty much just stood with good posture. And I'm like, that is your pose. If you could just like pelt the face just a little more.
Oh,
Just little purse the lips. Perfect. That's
I
the
mean, you know,
pose.
look at Ingrid over here. She ain't posing.
Just furrow the brow. furrow the brow a little more. Just jot those eyebrows.
Ingrid's just
in.
like picking something out of her teeth, like, what?
Right. Yeah.
You've got a little too far. You look a little confused now.
Rein it in. Rein it in.
Oh my god.
that was
incredible.
Silly.
So
The
happy.
power I realised I wielded in that moment. It was so good.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's going to take some getting used to, but I'll give it my best shot.
Anywhere in that ballpark will be absolutely great.
All right then. Is everyone ready to set off?
Think so?
Yeah, I think so. I
The moment
my goodness, top
Galanor's,
buttons. This is the cleanest pack out I've ever seen in my life. It's like this perfect cube. I'm guessing of just like
Yeah,
so,
yeah, it's
so pristinely done. Yeah.
He just sort of gently sort of nods like this, like thank you, yes.
Well, thank you, friend.
Oh, you're welcome. Yes. He's just looking dead ahead. The moment Galanor's horse takes one step, Susie bellows, "Beware, evildoers! For
No.
none shall escape."
No.
What?
No.
Huh?
Mm-mm.
Huh?
It's also the wrong pose
what?
for a start.
Oh, the
is
pause.
wrong.
Beware, evildoers!
I no announcement. No announcement. Just the pose.
Jesus. Look like
Somebody
a
clip
carp.
that. Clip that.
Perfect. Susan,
Really
if you just
amazing.
strike that pose and then we'll get going. That's all
Oh.
Bill needs.
The sight now of Galanor, who fucking never talks, just like riding along, looking more or less like a normal person. Susie sat behind him, just like, and Top Buttons running alongside the horses, but just looking dead ahead, just like.
Oh my god. What a weird fucking gaggle of people we have, we have
Penny-
aligned ourselves with.
5-10 minutes with us, and we've ruined them fundamentally.
That's right. We have thrown them off their entire shit. Like
As
they're
Penny
done.
as Penny rides along on
Oh,
Swiftblade, he kind of occasionally looks down at Top Buttons and just like shakes his head, like, just what the fuck. Awesome. The where you are at the moment is kind of in a little bit of a dip in the land, and you see that the road begins to climb gently. So the horse is at a kind of fast trot. Make their way and kind of begin to climb up this track that pulls up and kind of cuts over the top of a small hill that you've been sort of concealed behind. Who do we think is riding at the front?
I feel like
It's
Penny's
pie.
been
Hello,
pretty
pie.
leaderly at this point, you know?
Penny riding at the front.
I feel like
Pen-
someone would have to go out their way to ride up next to him. Otherwise, I feel like he's just going to be up there, you know?
I feel like
Yeah.
Ingrid would probably be pretty close to him.
Yeah.
So probably Jeb too, since we're on the same horse.
Well, I was about to say, like, yeah, wherever you put us is where I am too. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I do feel like we'd be riding kind of like staggered, kind of, pretty close
Yeah.
together. I would think.
Yeah, as long as I'm nearer Susie to manage her as we're going into town, that would be my only goal.
Ingrid and Jeb, give me a perception check, please.
Teaching her how to look smacks.
And I'm gonna roll one for Penny as well.
Oh, it's almost better. 15.
Please give me that delicious perception.
Oh,
I hate you.
that was almost
I
an
hate
18.
you so much. You and Stream Elements are conspiring against me. Disgusting.
Ingrid, as the horses are climbing up this trail that begins to kind of bank round to the right as it climbs over this hilltop, there's something a little unusual about the clouds that you can see off in the distance. And as you near the top of this incline, you realise that what you're seeing isn't a cloud at all, or it's not clouds. What you're seeing is smoke.
Oh no.
Mm-mm.
I would definitely point it out to everyone.
As you point it out, Penny takes off on Switchblade, on Swiftblade.
I would. Yep. I'll follow.
And
Switchblade is also a sick name.
Switchblade would be a sick name for a horse.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's the name of the Rubik Works horse.
And as all of you as a group crest over the top of this hill, you see down in the valley below you, the village of Little Tasselus is burning.
Oh.
A great plume of black smoke is rising, and you can see several buildings are on fire.
Mm.
And that is
Oh.
where we will leave things today.
I knew it. I knew it.
Okay.